Hi Tango Dancer! If you love the feeling of connection and creativity that tango has to offer, then this video lesson is for you. We are going to teach you 3 ways to do the tango enganche, so the leg hook that is so famous about tango dancing, and we are going to show you how to include it in your dancing.
Yes, this is a very important topic, you will see, because in this type of moments is where it come up, the level of connection that you have with your partner and the level of creativity as well. Yeah? Because when you start playing more with the free leg of the follower in that way, require a bit more skill, creativity level to do it.
For the followers as well. And if you don't know us, we are Pablo and Anne from Tango Space, and we help men and women from all over the world to move better, express themselves, connect more meaningfully and dance elegantly with our tango lessons. So we are going to break this video into 3 parts. Enganche number 1, that is relatively easy, and enganche number 2, we are going to build on enganche number 1, and enganche number 3. Let's get started.
Now we are going to show you the first enganche, and then we are going to break down the steps. So, as you can see, it's quite simple. Yes? So we begin with the apertura, yes, and we are going to do the this enganche by doing the apertura as well, but on the right side. Yes? So I'm inviting her to go with a side step around my axis, and at the same time I'm going to go with my right leg. So I go with my feet on the floor. I try to find the connection with her free leg. So I transfer her axis, and then I go inside and then pivot, and then we resolve with a very small ocho. Now we show you from another angle. So apertura, I go inside, enganche, and then we pivot, and then we resolve with a small ocho.
So for the followers, the steps are relatively simple, but the technique is precise. And there are 2 things that you want to think about here, which is first to really slow down and listen to him and be really in tune with the timing of your leader so that you don't anticipate. And also to really use that technique of tango that you probably already know, the torso, hip, and then the free leg. So really following the dissociation. This is what is creating the free leg movement. So we show you in practice. So we start with a side step with them, and then we do a side step, and here this is the moment where we want you to slow down and really listen and start the movement from the upper body. So here he's dissociating, we dissociate with him, we feel that we have space, but what matters is not the free leg here. What matters is the upper body. The free leg is going to move as a consequence of what is happening in the upper body. I do torso, hip, and then my leg. And what you want to do is to lift up your leg a little bit. You have the contact, you feel the contact, and once you have it, you lift up the leg a little bit. You lift up the leg a little bit, and then you resolve. So you really want to slow down, be in tune with your leader, and use the torso, hip, and then the leg to create your free leg movement.
Yes, so ladies, as you can see that Anne is lifting her leg, not with the legs open. Yeah? So she's pivoting, and then she's lifting when her legs are parallel.
So I'm not doing this. When I'm parallel, I have pivoted fully. This is the moment where I lift my leg and then collect. Now let's have a look at it in the tango embrace. Ladies, you want to be really present in your embrace. There is a lot to feel. It's very subtle, so make sure you are using all of the points of connection in your embrace. Your right hand, your left hand, to really feel what is happening in his embrace.
Yes, the connection and the embrace in this moment will be very important, because if our arms are floppy, if our frame is not firm, it's not going to feel as good. Yes, and it will be more challenging to connect and to understand when exactly we want to take out her leg. So here I'm going to create a strong frame so that she can feel, and she's going to answer with the same quality, with the same pressure, so in a way that I can really connect and take out her leg of the way, and then we don't move the frames, we don't move the axis.
Enganche number 2 builds on the one we just saw, so you will see we are going to include it in a bit more dancing.
Yes, this one is more in the movement, because we are doing a step. We show you first. So as you can see, we begin with a contraposition. We are going to do to change the axis, and then we go in the opposite direction together to create more impulse for the enganche. So we begin with the apertura, side step, outside. Here we go together, and here we are going to change. You see, I'm not inviting her to collect, and then I'm going to invite her to go forward, forward, and then enganche. So the same idea, but taking a bit more impulse by going in the opposite direction. Now we show you from another angle. Here we create this dissociation. I invite her to arrive to her axis, and then we go 1, 2.
So followers, the technique is a little bit similar. To help you practice the enganche technique, you can practice it at home on your own and do the movement on your own. So let's say, for example, in this movement, you do your enganche on the left leg. So you go to the left leg, your right leg is extended on the floor, and you're going to do torso, hip, lift, and then the leg. So I'm going to do it again. Torso, hip, and then the leg, and then you collect. And what you want to do is to not add any blocking here, otherwise you are going to fall. So you need to relax your supporting leg and let the upper body drive your movement. Torso, hip, and then the leg. So when we look at it with the leader, it goes like this. We do a side step, back, back. We're transferring the axis, but we leave a little bit of weight on the left leg, or at least the left leg is extended forward, 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 and then a side step around them, not too far away from them. And then this is the moment where we are going to use that technique, torso, hip, leg, and then lift, little back ocho, and collect.
Now we show you in the tango embrace.
Again, leaders, make sure that you are present in your embrace. Same for the followers. You are really there and you have a relatively firm embrace. Just a heads up, when we say you want to have a firm embrace, it is still an embrace that embraces with love and that feels like a hug.
Yes, and you have to be aware and to listen to your partner. Yes? Because when your partner is changing the embrace, is changing the quality of the embrace, is because something different is going to happen in the dance. So listen to your partner and be responsive. When it needs the embrace, it has to be a bit more firm or more strong. Now we are going to show you the enganche number 3. It's another possibility to add the enganche in the dance, and now it's from the Americana. Yes, so we show you first. This enganche can be a bit more challenging because we have to make sure that we are inviting our partner to do the enganche in our axis, yes, where we have the weight. So we are going to break down the steps. So we begin with the apertura, and then I'm going to pivot her, and I'm going to invite her to do the Americana. Yes? So we go together. So here I'm going to invite her to do the enganche in my right leg. So I need to make sure that I'm 100% in my right leg, and then that I invite her to find the space. Because if I'm in the middle, she will not find the space to do the enganche. So I have to be here and to invite her to find that space, and then to invite her to pivot and go in the opposite direction. And then I go around to resolve. Yes. So this resolution is a bit different. But the most important thing is that to make sure that you are in your axis when you invite her to do the enganche. Leaders, as you could see, I was leading the movement from the center of my chest. Yes? So I'm inviting her to pivot from the center, and I'm keeping my axis. Yes, I keep my supporting leg strong, and I invite her to go around my leg. So now we show you from another angle. So apertura, pivot, we go into the Americana, and here I will not stop. Yes, I will continue with this circularity for her to come all the way, and then I invite her to go in the opposite direction, and I follow her. So this last bit is very important, because when I'm inviting her to go back, I follow her and I stop her here. So I go with my foot on my floor to find the contact with her foot. I stop, I open, and I invite her to cross my leg, and then we finish together.
Followers, for your technique here, we are going to work especially on keeping your axis and being very precise in terms of connecting your free leg and your foot to the center of the chest, to the embrace of the leader. So we take a side step with them. You know probably this movement, it's the beginning of the Americana. So here we are taking a forward step with them. This is the Americana step. And then here, one thing that you don't want to do is to go here on your hip. You want to stay relaxed a little bit with the hip behind. You can have weight on your heels so that you are very much in your axis, very grounded, so that when you start doing a big leg movement, you don't go off balance and you don't throw him off balance. That way, you can follow him. And then second element, it's the center of his chest is driving the movement of your free leg. So your leg is behind here, and it's because he's going around, he's doing a circle with his embrace. I'm doing a circle with my embrace. The movement travels all the way in my body, up all the way until here. When I feel his leg here, I go inside, and then again I feel the reverse movement. He's going on the other side, so my embrace goes on the other side, and as a consequence my free leg goes on the other side. He goes to the space where I was, I take a back step, I have weight on both feet, come forward, take a forward step, and resolve in front of him.
Now we show you with the tango embrace. We need the flexibility in the embrace. Yes? For this moment, when we do the Americana, we release the embrace to have more space, to be both in our own axis, and then I'm going to invite her back, and we need all this space, yes, to create this circularity, and then we are going to resolve, after she crosses my leg, we are going to resolve back into the close embrace.
Followers and leaders, we always want to give a comfortable embrace for our partners. For us followers, this is a moment where you might feel a little bit off balance. So really practice having the right posture and following him. Otherwise, you are going to tense up your embrace and make your partner feel uncomfortable. We don't want that. So relax your embrace. Always think that you are embracing with love, and then make sure that you have balance as well.
So now we're going to show you the 3 possibilities of to do the enganche with the music.
Yes.
Vos sabés que yo te supe comprender en todos los momentos. No quiero que ocultéis ni dudas ni rencor que pueden deshacer nuestro amor. Porque mirás así, haciéndome sufrir y castigas mi alma.
So, which of these 3 Enganche combinations do you like the most? Please let us know in the comments. Is it number 1, number 2, or number 3? We are very curious about how you dance and what you prefer in our teaching.
We were dancing now to a song of Orchestra de Angelis. It was quite melodic, so there was moments where the same movement, the enganche, it was very soft and very, you know, delicate with the voice of the singer, and there was other moments that we accelerate, you know, where we were more with the rhythmic part of the song. So with the same moment you can express different things in the music.
Pablo knew exactly what we wanted to express and how we wanted to show you the differences between more rhythmic or more melodic ways to express the movements. If you want to go deeper with us in terms of the musicality and understand what to do when in the music depending on the song, on the orchestra, then join our complete Tango Musicality Formula course. It's a full online course. We are opening it in February this year and we are going to go very deep in Tango Musicality. So hopefully we'll see you there.
If you like this video, please like it and share it with your tango friends.
If you are on YouTube and you want to learn more from us, we share weekly video tips to help make your tango dancing feel more exciting, more musical, more creative. So if you don't want to miss any video, subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. And especially,
please keep learning and keep sharing your dancing because the world of tango needs your embrace.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much for watching and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.